everybody is okay with this, because this is a goofy slide. I wanted to express what I felt about it in a tweet. So I posted a tweet that I tweeted on January 8th because I literally could not believe my eyes that financial participants in the market were buying Bitcoin at never before seen prices of 40K and selling gold at 1850. And it was very clear to me at that point, from the time that I posted that, that somebody was inhaling Bitcoin to inhale it, and somebody was selling out of gold to cut their exposure down. And so from that point, you'll notice that gold ETF, the total ETF assets in gold peaked just before that at around 110 million ounces and declined to about 100 million ounces over the next 5 months, takes us to where we are now. Over that period of time, obviously, we saw Bitcoin explode from there. When I tweeted this, in hindsight, as I look back on the timing when Tesla bought Bitcoin, that was actually Tesla buying Bitcoin up through new highs in January, and somebody else that I heard about selling gold. So it was a coincidental thing, but there was clearly money going into the crypto markets and out of the gold markets. So I posted that goofy tweet with this goofy picture because I literally couldn't believe my eyes. And I'm just trying to share that perspective with you guys, that for someone that's 50 years old, seeing them buying this cryptocurrency to new heights and sell gold at a time when I think that it's really, really beneficial to own gold, I could not believe my eyes. So I posted something like that. In a chart, if I go to the next slide, and we're going to talk about the principles in a minute, but what went on in crypto is we created a set of sentimental tops that was not to be believed. Usually in a security, you can follow a bull market, and then you will see a big print that is clearly as good as it gets for that security, for that stock, and it's usually the high of the move, and then things settle back into a range from there. Well, Bitcoin, being the sort of, magical crypto internet money currency that it is, managed to put in no less than 5 sentimental tops, in my opinion. We saw Tesla, a huge corporation, buying $1.5 billion of Bitcoin. We saw the Miami Heat rename their arena after a Bitcoin exchange. We saw Beeple sell a JPEG as a piece of art for $70 million. We saw all of the Bitcoin hodlers put laser eyes onto their Twitter avatars because they were getting greedy at the price at 65,000, talking about it going to 100,000. And then finally, just like every other market, just like at the end of the commodity super cycle, there was the Glenview IPO, the Glencore IPO at the very top of the super cycle in commodities. At the very top of the super cycle in Bitcoin, we had the Coinbase IPO. And as you can see, that came out at the very top of the move. Sentiment finally crumbled. Everybody in the currency is long. And we had a big adjustment event that took it down to a range now between 30 and 40K. So in conversationally, what do I think about Bitcoin? I do believe that it is elbowing its way into the picture as a inflation hedge. It is elbowing its way into onto the macro trading desk, saying, I'm something that institutions are going to pay attention to. And, Goldman Sachs offering all kinds of services now on their crypto trading desk is testament to that fact that, the intellectual capital and now the corporate capital and investment capital that has moved towards Bitcoin is undeniable. So this is, to me, is a sector that has to be, paid close attention to and revered. The problem that I have with it is, for me, gold is the store of value. I prefer to have a lot of my assets in cash gold where I can, and then take cash out from that and deploy it where I like to deploy it. So I'm comfortable with my money in precious metal, in gold. I think that a lot of people that have caught on to the physical trade and have purchased physical precious metals like me, there's something that we like about being able to hold on to that value in our hands, right? This is something where when the lights go out, if there's a flood or a fire, we can hold on to our gold, stare at it, and know that we can come out of the other side with some kind of a valuable asset that we can use to recover from whatever it is that we've been facing. Bitcoin, when the lights go out, understandably, you can't use gold or Bitcoin when electricity is dead and an economy is shut down. But when the lights go out, you can't see your Bitcoin and you don't know it's coming back. If there's no internet connection, there is no Bitcoin. And if you can't get back to an internet connection, although you may be able to store them on your physical wallet, you will have no use for that Bitcoin. And so for me, while if you've seen those memes on the internet where they like to trash gold because and trash cash because those can't be used in when the lights go out or an economic emergency either. For me, I still have more comfort being able to stare at that thing, at that asset, and know that it is with me at all times. So that's the difference to me between gold and Bitcoin. And like I said, I do think that it's going to find its way into the investment environment. I think that one of the best features of it is the non-fungible token feature. As an investor and collector, I think the fact that you can sort of, audit, the veracity of something and the custody chain is the most valuable piece of technology associated with maybe even maybe even Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, maybe the whole thought of the most valuable thought to me is this audit trail of the non-fungible token. So that's what I wanted to express, and that's my view on gold versus Bitcoin.